Welcome back, folks. I'm still here with Shorty. We're about to. Yes, we are doing the X1 at the moment down to Hillhouse. And once we're on board, I'll give Aaron another mic and we can see what we're doing. And then we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, maybe a bit of bus swapping, depending on time, and then next head Sterling, and then that's it.
Yep, that's the plan. That's the plan.
Our next collaboration, we're going to, well, we don't have a date and set yet, but we next month sometime and rest and some other.
We're thinking possibly once we get back from here, 2:20, I think we're due to get back. That should be enough time to catch 5 to 3 X10 possibly. Or we could even wait till 5 to 5 if you want.
5 to 5 would be a bit late. So how long it takes.
Aye, because I guess into Stirling about 7 o'clock roughly. Cool. Well, that's what we've got coming up, folks. Over and out. Well, we're just about to do the X1 to Hillhouse and back. Later on, you will see the X10 appearing on the channel. So I'm about to disconnect the microphone just now and enjoy.
I've fun recording with a bit of paper in your room.
What?
I've fun recording with a bit of paper in your room.
That's alright, I've got it sitting at an angle.
You can record here if you want, you're not really going to be seeing much.
Nah, that's alright. I've got it sitting at an angle where it's not getting in the way.
Oh, nothing I don't love about Ebola. See for simple down the bus, there's so much room. And it's when you talk about room, not my immense stature.
See that one? See that evolution that Moffat's got with Mackie's? You could do the same with that. You can have blue on, white off, white on, blue off, and all that. You can do that with these panoramas like that one sitting in there. I think it's most Volvo vehicles actually, to be honest.
Yeah. But, like I was saying, I am the midget of midgets, so I've got certain standards to keep up to. The panorama to make sure the people across the road are a bit far behind those sitting in the buggy. So all these X36 and X37 and Viros, they're all from Livingston.
X36, yes, but X36 is Buntington Depot.
You know, but they're all from the old loading 600s. Yeah. Was it first off 600 from Red Airport?
At first it was, then it went to McGill's. Then McGill's pulled out of that area. Because remember, a lot of people were up in arms.
Yeah, they had the Eastern Scottish, the green ones.
I'm just wishing McGill's would leave us that way and then we'd get another operator in.
Well, what's funny is that they've given their Eastern Scottish providers to us, and we're not giving them back. So I don't know why they're back.
Yeah, because some of them went to...
only back they've got fixed us.
Some of them went to Labor Depot and then...
Sure.
There's one that's gone back, SN66 WHB, so that's now a bright bus. That's now a bright bus tourer, although it's not open top.
Yeah, I know, I've seen
They haven't converted it to open top, which makes me think that maybe one day it might go back to Bannockburn or Labor.
I don't know, it's for rich tour thing.
Yeah.
But they use it as a spare bus for the airport. So that must mean with Ryan and Drizzy being back, you must have less enviros doing the airport run. Because you have to do the city runs, I might have street like Toronto like that. No idea.
I might do a wee live on Thursday actually from Falkirk High. It's only something I'm thinking about. I don't know for definite if I'm going to do it or not. Clip Serban on the 19th.
No. Oh, nice, 19.
No, 19. First bus. Because you've got 19, you've got X19, which is stagecoach. X19 is a lot faster for getting to Easterhouse.
They both go to Easterners.
They both terminate at the same stop.
Exactly.
But X19 is a lot faster.
Well, I mean,
19 takes about 45 minutes. X19 gets you there in about 15 minutes.
because you put an X in front of something you think it's faster, and then you have X7 and W which isn't faster.
No. It's because it uses the... They put an X on it because it uses like dual carriageway or motorway.
Yeah.
Even though H1 or H2 would be then be known as XH1 and XH2.
Exactly. I would really like to see that blue front clips.
Yeah.
Must be number 19. I don't know where my phone was saying it's raining. Shit, it isn't.
Unless it isn't Dundee.
Huh? See, this is the thing with men with me. I wear warm clothes when it's going to rain and the sun comes in. I'm bothered. Oh. Right.
What?
My water bottle.
What was it?
I left it when it was. Where we were spotted.
I never even thought to tell you that. I forgot you had it as well.
Me too.
Ah, well,
Oh well, I'll get one.
yeah, another one. What I might do is when I get back into Glasgow, instead of me doing more of a shorts, I might go to Sainsbury's and get a drink. So
Yeah.
if you want another bottle of water, my treat, I'll get it for you if you want.
Appreciate it.
Because I'll probably be wanting a drink when I get back. Then I'll come back and find you and maybe do another wee bit of spot.
Have we done the 19? If you haven't, you've got a high chance of getting on the foot.
Can't remember.
Yeah. That's the same one that I seen when we came into
I
Glasgow.
think I have. I'll need to look back on the channel and see if I've ticked off and what I haven't. 38's been done.
Yeah.
60, I've done that one. 60 was a long one actually.
Alright. Yeah, so what's cool?
Because there's a few other routes that the same guy requested and I cannot for the love of me remember what ones they
I
were.
don't know if Reed will ever want to be spotted at Silverburn bus station. It looks exactly the same as Hamilton.
I'll give it a try.
Yeah. I mean, mind you, we're going to be there
I
something.
fancy giving Govan bus station a try sometime, but
Huh?
I don't know about that.
What?
Govan bus station.
It's just U-turns. You like McGill's, which I know you do. It's just McGill's.
At first, when they took over from First Bus, I thought, oh, it'll be better than that. Yeah.
Better in the way that's not. This is a nice way to put it. Did you get an interior?
Not yet. We'll do it when we get off.
There's no day.
Yeah.
How long does it take to get to Hamilton? About 40 minutes.
To get to Hillhouse is about 45 minutes.
Might say further back when we back as
Well, I'm definitely saying yeah, like.
That's your territory.
We'll see my next time as well.
Depending on which bus we get, but I'm hoping it's again now. That'd be pretty cool. Is it the Midland Bluebird livery?
I don't know. Depends if I get my nice one on to another route. Because they might have been doing the short haul extend to Glasgow and back to
Aye.
Balfour and back.
I can put a street light on to replace that.
Oh god, that would be absolute torture.
I bet they're crying when they do that. Why would they want to replace it so good? It's so bad.
once we get back, do you want me to have a look and see where it's going to be, or do you want to wait and make an element of surprise?
We'll be brave. Even if it's a street light, we'll be brave.
I might be tempted to wait till 5 to 5 if it's a street light. And I ain't kidding either.
Where that road is going down, that's the road that you take to Dundee, isn't it?
Yeah, that's dead easy.
Yes.
Yeah, because at some point next month I wouldn't mind the E3X and E4 as well.
Yeah. There's one thing is because we don't really have long, we've got about 6 or 7 weeks until we go.
I know.
So obviously the same long, but hopefully I just hope how far this year's going that our holiday doesn't go by, but it's only 10 months. So focus on more routes towards maybe Wimbledon. So that way we could be the number 19 to Blanford, 20 Dr. Roger, Dominic and the coach. Probably do both of them on the same day, could we?
Yeah,
19,
I reckon.
19 compared to Blackford and then 20 and then Sterling and then doing the number 20.
Because what I'm thinking is, next month we could do E3 and E4, and that would be our only routes for next month.
I'll have to see that working a lot next month. Also, if worst comes to worst, even if it means you do the E4 yourself and I can join it,
Okay.
yeah, it'll be better.
Because E3X, I mean, I could be in Dundee for that, and then we can just come down here at a spot and back up to Dundee again later
It'll have
on.
to be pretty early in the morning because E3X leaves Dundee at like 9 o'clock.
I'll do
Even if it
everything
means
I can.
even if it means staying at Travelodge the night before, like
I'm sure it'll be alright. Worst comes to worst, I can jump a taxi if they still in city centre at Castle View and get everybody free up. I'm sure it'll be alright.
how you're going to get into Stirling for that time in the morning.
52. I'll take 52 early in the morning, like the first one's like 26 in the morning.
Turn it up. You know, on the way back, there's an E3X that leaves Glasgow 3:45, and there's one that leaves Glasgow at 5:45. So you don't have to do the one to pair, you just go straight to Dundee and back.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've made that clear to the viewers that I'm only doing E3X and Dundee to Glasgow. There'll be none of the ones
it
going to
drops it
Perth.
off. You know the N70s that pick up in the city centre?
Yeah.
That's where it drops it off.
If they want me to do it at Glasgow to Perth on an E3X, I'll find out the times. I can even do it myself
Yeah.
if need be.
The real night E3X is only about an hour and a half in.
Yeah.
So basically you're looking for about an hour for the person for the
Because I don't think E3X to Dundee stops at Perth, does it?
only in Perth City Centre I've seen. Think about your M8 is your E3 and your E3 is your M9. It's Glasgow, Perth City Centre and Dundee, that's it. Don't stop anywhere else. Go straight past Roxy.
Is that not the one that you normally use if you're going to Glasgow sometimes?
So,
Oh, excuse me. Do you not normally use that one if you're going to Glasgow sometimes?
not really, but my mum wants to start using it on the way back from Glasgow to fair. Because it gets into Dundee for about 7:20, but we got to Dundee 10 minutes early.
Yeah, because if I get into Dundee at that at Brockstein for about 5 minutes. I didn't even notice it was sitting right in front of us. I also said to the driver, "Can you keep my seat for just 2 minutes? I just need to jump off just for 2 minutes."
Think he said no?
No, he would have been absolutely fine with it because we were like 2 minutes ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
So we sat there for about 7-8 minutes. But if I noticed it was sitting there, I would have said, "Can you mind if I just jump off just for 2 minutes?" I wouldn't have been 2 minutes, it would have been 2 seconds
Yeah.
more like. But
Even if he little pickle. At least you can say that your friend is single. I just need to see R26. Mind you, I've been on the 909 a lot, so. Do they have enough charge to go back and love themselves like that?
possible.
How long does the 909 take?
It's about an hour and 20 minutes.
An hour and a half?
An hour and 20 minutes.
20? That's not bad.
But I feel it could be faster. I mean, it could go
It could
Stirling.
be without double background and stuff, doesn't it?
It could go Stirling, motorway, Grangemouth, motorway, Edinburgh. The same way the 978 does. I don't see any reason why I can't do that.
There's no, yeah,
The
there's no
X19
need.
could extend all the way into Falkirk to save us having to go
Aye.
through Bowness and all that.
Unless there's roadworks, there should be double background and stuff. So if it wasn't double background and stuff, how much time would you save?
A good 25 minutes.
So less than an hour.
And if it wasn't
What
going
about an hour?
if you include that doubling back on itself and taking the road into Bowness, it would save a good 25 minutes.
It's about an hour.
Roughly.
So, yeah, I mean, you'd still be faster with the train, but when you receive 25 minutes either way, it's choice of two, right? And you had an internet class, didn't you? Right? Going to the stage pushing 20.
Can't remember.
Pretty sure you did.
We had one on Sunday.
Yeah, you had one medical.
Yeah, because when I saw it, I thought, oh god, you're joking.
Wasn't expecting
Not
to see-
Sunday there, Sunday before it.
I wasn't expecting to see an internet for the 900.
No, neither was I, to be honest. And I think if I saw that in 900, I'd be like, to hell with that, I'm going to wait for the next one.
I reckon easy for us. It's not even the long ones. These ones would be fine on 152.
We would happily have these.
I was about to say the steering's fine, power's fine. You get a long causeway in. Causeway in quite easy. Yeah, I know you would take these. Damn sure.
Because when I saw that thing on social media saying bright times coming to Stirling, and then it was offering private hires for Loan Travel who are owned by the Hills, I thought, oh god.
Yeah.
I was-
I've had to explain to my mum a few times that the company the girls are owned to I've had to explain to her that they're completely different to where I was telling us what we drive. I said to her that I was saying to her how they don't care what crosses down your end and how you don't leave 5 minutes early. Which hardly ever happens. So I'm not sure
The
why.
Hills are now looking to expand into the borders, so
Right?
and up to Aberdeen. I don't know how they're looking to expand into the borders, but
Well, what are you taking up there? 14?
is that your house key that you dropped?
Yeah. What are you thinking of the 14 Kingsville?
Up on mine in my pocket here, I think.
They're now doing the tour buses. Tour buses now this orientation.
No, no thanks.
See if Steph never comes up to me. And that's how I look. I'm just going to show that. You are my house keys. Well, metal probably also. Shit.
I'd rather take this because on this you got these, on the X74 you've got interdects.
No training for that.
Okay. Twice in the space of 5 minutes.
That's the Velcro pocket. It is shut, it's just my keys are finding the way to hop out. The pocket's not broken.
You got a hole in it or something?
No, it's
Over there. Over there.
on an X74.
That's actually getting quite rare now. I see one of them on an X74.
But it would not be one of Western's. So it could be a loan.
Possible.
You know, it's a Velcro pocket. It's not.
I'll check that when we get back to
It's a
Glasgow.
Velcro pocket. It's shut. It's not got a hole in it. Like when
Because it's just
keys just coming out.
Strange.
It's not broken. Yeah, I'll just hold it.
But you can see how close Asda actually is.
When you haven't said that, it might, if my trap chain breaks off in spinal,
The X1's great. The X1. You have to go to the bus station to get the X1 back. Okay. To the bus station. And that's right beside. They are. They were 1 an hour. 1 an hour. Okay. But do you know what time they are going to be coming back? It's half past here. They don't.
It's nice to go there.
Yeah, well that one could have been heading to Glasgow, that one there could be heading to Greece.
Could that have been one of the incident pilots we've seen earlier?
Possible. I'm thinking that elite could be one of Ayers on loan. Unless I've still got a few.
I don't think it is. We never had an elite that had the nav at the back. That one had a nav at the back.
They've maybe still got there's maybe still got a few down there, you know, as backups.
I don't know. Could that car not? Yeah, I tried to that car could go actually.
Yeah.
I don't know, you can always check though. I didn't expect to see an elite in the X24 today.
No, no, did I?
Have you seen the Panthers that were on there? That's why I went back down south.
Yes, I think so.
We're not too far from Brooklyn playing that.
Not too far though.
Yeah.
Wouldn't fancy walking it, but
Shorter than from Southern to Tilly, that's where I see it.
yeah.
You have walked from.
Do you remember we had to get off here one time and I had to go from the bookings because I was needing to use the toilet?
Yeah, I wonder about so to me, I always end up walking so far for a toilet.
So I think we got off just up the road from here.
And I'll show you here. So when you get to these buildings, this is potentially the main lights here. Just here. At the end of this building, when we go round.
It wasn't this bus stop, it was Sydney train station. It was
Further up.
the train station. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
And it really is straight down. But there's another road at the bottom.
The plane up there looks like it's taking off from Edinburgh.
Huh?
The plane up there looks like it's taking off from Edinburgh. No, this side.
It can't be taken off from Edinburgh. Too far, too high by now.
No, you are going down that road.
When planes take off from Aberdeen and fly over Dundee, they're already 80,000 feet up in the air.
Yes. Cross over here, then you cross
That's
the
what it was.
crossing and round and down. Thank you so much. No bother. From Dundee,
Yeah, it was that William Hill there that I went into.
William Hill did
Just go
it.
down, remember.
Yeah, the way.
Thank you. And that's the station over there. Train station and the bus
Train station there, but
Oh,
yeah.
thank you. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Alright.
Thank you.
Yeah, me being a Hamilton once, I already know where I'm going.
I've been here a few times, even I know where I'm going. I can find my way around the town centre, but
Oh, 226 goes to Hillhouse. Never heard of that route before.
can say I have. I'm not too familiar with bus routes around here, apart from the ones that go up into Glasgow.
I mean, I don't miss this place, but it's almost good to be back.
Yeah, I wasn't keen on bus spotting here or train spotting either.
My train really didn't do very good here.
None did mine. What I remember.
So I take it we're not too far now. We are on Hill.
I'm not even sure where Hillhouse is, to be honest.
Oh no. Well, we're right beside a Ford Fiesta, so I know.
Right beside him. Well, there's one in front of us.
There's one on your side.
We're surrounded with them.
Yes. Is the thing we got flipped today?
Flipping dip.
Alright.
Ah, there's a lot worse names for a takeaway place than that.
What a slip and fit. What a slip and fit. There's a shop named after Steph, it's called Dog Lounge. Well, put this idea past Steph, we're bound to see something. Knowing him, he knows his intellect faster than we do.
True.
He has someplace opened up for that we don't even know about. Not that I want to know. So you've never been to this part of town?
Can't say I have.
Well, they're putting your road in, brothers.
I think they're putting a roundabout in by the looks of it.
Yeah, well,
Judging by the foundations.
it's like, you know the roundabout when you come out of Dundee to go on the A90?
Yeah.
That's the same kind of roundabout where we have the outside of the 28 goes to 10 minutes.
Ah, okay.
I don't know if you've seen it when it comes to Dundee, but the traffic light roundabout.
Was it the number 2 or the number 6 that we got on when it was like Gemini and we ended up going up the A90?
Two.
That's what I thought.
I didn't know, like, I kind of, like, when I seen it going about, I seen it off the roundabout, but I never thought of going to A90. That was quite fun. This was a B7. I enjoyed that, it was fun.
Shame I didn't go all the way to Aberdeen with it.
Yeah, I'm not going to take that to Penn Dance. Come on. Not you, but as well. You can take the Gemini, and I'll take 8980. Not because I prefer Gemini, not because I prefer Enviros over Geminis, just because 8980 is the fast one.
I would say, if you're doing that, make you a deal. You drive one vehicle halfway and then we'll swap.
I see. So probably Birmingham?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about halfway.
You drive whichever one you want to start off with and we'll swap halfway.
So I drive 8980 and you drive, for example, 2836. And we'll swap. Then on the way back, I'll have a street light nailed down for you so you can take that one up.
And if Nelly Belly was to join us, we'll give him SP54 CHO.
Noisy one. Then we'll give you a street light. Then we'll give you a street light.
Or CGG. And then halfway up the road, me and him will swap so that we can see what it's like.
And then I'll sell the Gemini, make some money off of that, nail a street light down for you, take the street light, nail these very ones, and I'll take it in if you want. And I'll see you back home.
Leave the street light at Stephen's front door.
Exactly. We'll put the street light on the trailer, we've got the Gemini, dump it at Stephen's house, and then go away.
True.
With the noise 8980 mates, you think it's animal. No, a street light, and then into there, and then some sort of light triple trailer. This reminds me of Aberdeen when I come in on the 14 now, but
I was just thinking that actually.
it's weird that we're thinking of the same thing, but that's quite fun when we're doing our travels, because then we'll be on the opposite end of the country, we still find something. If we are well over 100 miles away from Aberdeen or something.
But down here,
Yeah.
about 140,
Yeah, exactly.
150 maybe.
Well, we're on Mill Road and all that. Hillhouse is further out than I thought. It's a difficult
It's
journey.
a little bit further out than I thought as well.
True. I think it should be some sort of residential area, but
Yeah, I think so.
if you're on a hill, it's out around houses.
Well done, Sherlock.
Well, there comes a time of month like, you know.
I've not been as sharp today with the wisecracks as I was yesterday, but
No, you usually have your capacity like yesterday.
give it time, it could rebuild.
Well, I'll be sharp, I'll got you back out of it. Twice. You're getting tired now, so there might not be any room for your wisecracks.
I think yesterday took more out of me than I thought it did.
We haven't done anything yesterday.
Exactly. Unless it was maybe just because of the type of weather it was. Which normally for me, the heat would drain me, but it wasn't even that warm yesterday.
So I'd imagine the 226 must come around this way too.
Pass.
White walls might come around here. Oh no, the white
Pass.
walls. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know this area at all.
So it's just new to use as the people.
Yeah.
Well, this is one thing. The roads aren't too bad. Like bumper wise.
I've experienced a lot
Very
worse.
nice house. Some of these houses look good. Some of these houses look alright. Bar, kitchen. Nice. Now I feel like I'm in Carly. All the houses.
You know, this bit kind of reminds me of the.
No, I feel like I'm in a fancy house.
This bit kind of reminds me of the outskirts of Dunfermline. For some
Or when
bizarre
you're on the
reason.
number 6 or 23 going through some sort of
No,
time bit.
no,
Yeah.
when you're on like the 1 or the 2.
Yeah, it's
Going
amazing
down
how.
the Abbey View
yeah.
area.
It's amazing how much of a tight road you can actually squeeze a camera out if you try hard enough.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're lucky, a panorama can fit down here, there's no cars parked. I have to admit, panoramas I think are better shaded than the bulbs.
We've mentioned every other make of vehicle today, but there's one type of vehicle that we haven't mentioned.
Huh?
There's one type of vehicle that we've not mentioned, which we probably will at some point.
Well, by the 100 EV. A 100 EV can manage to run here for road wall.
That's not the type I was thinking about though.
Well, so,
Well done.
alright. What are you stopping for?
And he mounts the cab to get past us.
Well, you went on
Going
the
at
curb.
twice the speed of light.
Yeah, no, I thought it would. That's the thing, when you have a trailer like that, I don't care.
That's a council. Of course they don't care.
Deep into the arm, Hamilton. So what do you call Hamilton people?
Hmm?
So what do you call Hamilton people? You call God's people?
Don't know, just
Hammies?
people I suppose.
Humans.
Fifer, well, big Fife.
I
Like me,
remember
are
watching
Fifers.
them, you know, in Sea Marsh, they left Iceland to go to Reykjavik, when he done that 3-day cruise, go to that Ceres Fjordor place, and went to
Yeah.
Reykjavik. And he was at that little small airport on his own for hours, he'd been like, oh, there's a human. This is what this way he comes out with thing.
He travels to some of the places that you would never even think existed.
Exactly, and then of all places to meet Bill Phillips is that place. That's like meeting John. That's like meeting someone out of Bon Jovi. When you hear, why would they be here out of all places?
That would be like if John Bon Jovi was standing next to that giveaway sign, or
Exactly.
Axl
Just you wouldn't
Rose
expect
with
it.
Guns N' Roses is maybe over at the post office.
You wouldn't expect it, would you?
No, exactly.
Well, I thought it was Ric Flair sitting outside that post office building.
Well, at least there's one thing I would say that if it was.
Wait,
Woo!
he's so rude.
Yeah, I've heard he's not the friendliest.
It's
Oh.
funny, you still see him fighting in the AEW, and you know, like, wrestling's fake, but it's not meant to be shown as fake. One tiny little punch you get and people are down, it's like, come on. He's too prideful. He says, Cena will definitely not beat me, blah blah blah. I don't think Cena will win. There's no point Cena winning the championship and then retiring.
Nah, I think they're maybe just doing it to make him look good, possibly.
I think he might turn face at the very end again.
Is Cody Rhodes not due to turn heel pretty soon?
No, I care, but I mean, I know Reigns was champion for 3 years, but I've always said Reigns brought excitement to the channel. Cody Rhodes isn't exciting, it's not a fun time for me, it's boring. It's like I can never get used to Raquel Rodriguez with the Judgment Day. She doesn't assume being a heel. She doesn't really do much.
I will admit though, I do fancy Liv Morgan.
I know you do.
And I think what
And you like to go to Kayano.
and I think what's her name is actually quite nice looking as well.
Good.
Raquel Rodriguez.
She's nice. A lot taller than me I've met, but she's nice.
Well, she's definitely a lot taller than you. She's about 3 foot taller than you.
Hey, you're gonna have Lucas for all I care. I know who second came with.
Who?
Lucas.
Oh, that. Can you imagine Stefan trying to do the octopus or whatever it is?
Well, the caterpillar.
Caterpillar.
What, his tiny whiteys? Well, tiny brownies, no, like the railway brown skin.
I can imagine that right now.
And that's the first beer he's had since birth. How many disappointments? All day. Loves me beer thinking about.
Is there anyone else in WWE that you think is nice looking?
Yeah, like Morgan. Rhea Ripley. I don't like Dakota Kai. I don't like her.
I tell you,
Jack's definitely not.
I do fancy Tiffany Stratton.
Nah.
One reason why.
The melons.
Yes.
Charlotte Flair looks like a Barbie doll that you should have got rid of 23 years ago.
I still wouldn't say no to. I can't believe this. I'm saying this, and that we're talking about this, and it's going up on YouTube. But I'm not bothered.
Who else? Kairi Sane, I would. Io Sky, I would. Jade Cargill, maybe. Bianca Belair, yeah. Bailey, definitely. Bailey's my number one. My top three are Bailey, Rhea, Raquel. Yours would probably be Kai, Brock Lesnar,
Definitely not.
Chad Gable.
Definitely not. That's Stefan's top two.
Second, be Otis, Grayson Waller, Kevin Owens.
What's his name at number 4?
Huh?
What's his name at number 4?
Number 4.
Aye.
We'll give him Austin Theory.
That's it.
I think Austin Theory will be trying to face it, but he's getting a bit tired of Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller, I heard he's not a nice guy in public either. He got the wrong end of a stick in the news thing, he almost threatened to beat the guy up. Not making fun of him. He was in Edinburgh, and you know what he said about Scottish ladies? He said, is it just me or do all Scottish ladies look like Shrek? I said, maybe.
Remember Wade Barrett? I was at an event in Glasgow one time and you went on.
He stood up to Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
Charlotte beat Tiffany up the other day and he stood in the way of Charlotte Flair. Apparently Wade's supposed to be coming back to wrestling.
One day, one guy who I'd love to meet who does commentary, Pat McAfee.
Yeah, he'd be fun.
I would love to meet him.
Apparently, on Michael Cole, there was a 4-time WWE champion supposed to be returning back to Raw sometime next week or this week. I don't know who it was.
They might do it at WrestleMania.
Maybe.
I'm definitely watching
People are saying
WrestleMania for sure.
people keep saying it could be Lesnar. Lesnar has been taken now. Becky Lynch is here. Becky Lynch.
I know who Stefan's number 2 would be.
What?
He goes, Raw! Monster of all monsters.
No. That's an insult to a Strowman. Stefan's Big Show. Or Kane.
Or what about the dead man?
Or Taker. Yeah, no, see, the thing is, Becky Lynch has been signed since January. She's not been back yet. But apparently she's done with wrestling, so I don't know. Wrestling said he's retired from wrestling, apparently, so I don't know. Hillhouse is a lot further out than I thought.
I think this is the year.
Yeah, I mean, it's how to get in. It's not boring, but this hopefully won't drain us out for the X10. We didn't do it before the X10, so got plenty of time now. Derby's here. Look, I'm not good.
That's a learner in front of us.
Huh? You know what this reminds me of?
Huh? because there is a learner in front of us.
No, Balerno.
Oh, Balerno. Except it's a lot quicker.
And it's a bit less rural.
Hmm.
Surely it's going to be around here.
Yeah, they've meant to curb.
It's a nice area though. I don't know. Unless the 226 isn't very frequent when bus services are too frequent. No, I wonder when the last X one was.
I think it's about 6 o'clock or something, I think.
Yeah.
Quite early.
Yeah. It's at least 10 o'clock. 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
When is your last bus? I can't remind you a bit. The last 52.
10 past 10 for Stirling, and I think it's 10:30 for Alloa, but the last H2 is 5:11, which isn't
My
too
first
bad.
number one, on 7 days of the week, is 4:35 in the morning. And the other than that is 25 past 5 in the morning. And the last one's at 11:15 at the 12 at night.
I wish we had that.
Oh, dear. Not as bad as Kingswell's, nothing to talk Kingswell's with. Or Long Fork. Actually, speaking of Kingswell's, we need to get the Aberdeen someone to do the Foden and the Wrexham circuit too. Now, we know how badly they are better than
We'll do
anyone
it
else.
something next month if you want.
We know how badly they are better than anyone. And some of the bumps that they had to endure, that's fun. There's
Well,
three
there's
different
226 in front of you.
yeah, 3 different buses stopping around here. It's X1, 226 and some. Or to that bus stop anymore. Might be that large or 25 plate. 25 plate Volvo you've got to be found here. I wonder if they use them for any other routes or it's just the X1. That is their flagship route.
I'm not entirely sure. We might do other routes later on, possibly. I'm not really sure.
Yeah. Tight roads. Imagine you playing this in a bus somewhere and you crashing into people's fences. Yeah, you punk, get the way you punk it.
Probably crash into someone's house.
Yeah, and you start screaming like that, so even a real life bus can't move.
Yeah. Get that house out of the way.
Again, you suit Flixbus standards. As long as you get to the destination, no matter how badly damaged the road is, you're fine.
Or if there's loud music and someone vaping on board as well.
When I was in St Andrews at Big Boss, there was a beloved Turkish van. There was a guy smoking a fag while he was making my food.
And that was in an actual takeaway
Yeah, well, restaurant. Yeah.
in St Andrews.
The thing is, in Turkey, they're strangely allowed to do that, so they think they can do that here.
Oh,
it's
in
against the law.
Turkey?
No.
Oh,
In St Andrews, they used to go on
we're just heading back to Glasgow now at the fair.
from Turkey. They can do that because it's against the law to do that. And originally, I was going to leave. I was going to report it. I might leave it with people, but how that work. This is the thing.
Appreciate the heads up because say that'll be at least I'll know to avoid that place.
Don't get me wrong, the food is delicious. I mean, it is like see for a large portion of chips, chicken, and cheese and sauce. It's about £9-10, but you know what? The portion it is worth the money. Now, I don't know if you see my vlog. See that lamb tram? I think that was about like £1. It was huge. I had to take half of it home. Only 2 people.
Instead of sitting.
You'll see that bit in the way route.
All right.
We just stay after, no, it's lefts and rights. narrow roads with cars going about.
You ever get problems with Neds and that down here?
So, eh?
Do you ever get problems with Neds or anything like that around here?
Nah, not really, no.
These buses are quite good for this route.
I think it was worse years ago, you know what I mean?
Aye.
But a lot of these houses are all empty. A lot of these flats are all empty. Like.
Alright. We've not done a bit.
No, I think we get more hassle on the 41 and what we do in this. That's not your van. Look.
Oh, I've been to Lanark before. It wasn't the nicest.
The places more windows were more like dump like, you know, like all sorts of like. I seen when you go to the little train station video planner train station, it's just 3 and 5. That's how you see it. See, I don't mind getting the 240X as the car look again in the afternoon. That's not a long trip.
Yeah, because
It's about 40 minutes.
yeah, roughly.
Yeah.
Probably going to Bung Bank, you know what I mean?
I'd imagine that's quite close to here.
Aye. I'm not far off it, but the Blantyre depot.
Alright. That's handy to know food.
Neither of us are from this area because I've just come through for Stirling. My mate's come down for Dundee. We're just having a little day down in South Lanarkshire and round Glasgow.
Taking in the sense of fences. That's all there is to see right now.
You just get to look at the main road there and then you turn left and that'll take you down it. Blantyre depot. Yeah, 267, that takes you right through the door.